love you and they want to give you something. Let's give it up again for Max Pleasure. Maximilian Pleasure. He changed his name. I forgot to say it beforehand, but while you're here. So, last year I mentioned it and I was talking about it earlier. We're trying to get more drag events like this for the younger groups. Yeah! And Max and I share a similar dream because he is currently working on trying to do that for you guys. So, follow King Size Drag and keep an eye out. It's the King Size Drag Show. He's gonna have, you're on Facebook and Instagram. Keep an eye out around like August, September time. He's trying to set something up for you guys, okay? We're gonna work on it. All right, I'm gonna bring out all of our performers again because we're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna do a little Q&A for you guys. I think it's really important at these events that not only we're here to entertain you and show you like the other side of the community that you guys don't get to see very often, but I also think it's important to educate and share. And I want them to share some of their experiences and some of their stories because things are changing and it's important to see why they're changing and what changes still need to happen in the community. So I want you guys to think of some questions and we'll get some of that going. Just so that I don't get confused because when there's a lot of noise, I don't know where to go. If you have a question, please put your hand up and we'll get that going. Let me know who it's for and we'll share some stories. You have a question.
Have you guys ever been discriminated against because you do drag?
Did you guys hear the question? Have you ever been discriminated against for doing drag?
So, hi guys, how are you? So to answer your question, discrimination is gonna happen all your life, it's something that is not gonna stop, it's gonna stop with you, you're the only one that will make sure that stops. When I was younger, I started doing drag, I've been doing drag for 12 years. When I used to meet guys like to date or stuff like that, they was like, no, you're doing drag, I cannot date you. That's something that happened a lot in the community of the drag scene. I don't know if that happened to you in the previously, but something that happened to me. Some people say that you're too feminine or stuff like that, As far as you live in your life and you're making sure that you live in your truth, there's nothing wrong with that, You're 100% you, you're 100% yourself, so keep living yourself, okay?
To continue with what she said, discriminated against by people outside the community, but also internally inside the community is a big thing. So that's why we like to talk about it, is because if we don't talk about it, you can't change it. So the community, it's gotten a lot better recently, but definitely there's still a stigma if you're a performer or something that you're considered undateable, and that's just completely wrong. I have a loving partner right now, and he's back here helping me. He decided to help put my shoes on, and I've been sweating all afternoon. That's how I know this is for real. But yes, you gotta be yourself, and the right person will come along. But also, as a community member, it is your duty to also, if you see it, to say something, because we can't combat all of this interior discrimination between one of us if we just are silent or we're complacent about it. But we also can't shame the person that's committing the discrimination. You have to educate with love instead of just saying, I hate you. You can't just do that because it just creates more division. So approach these things with more of an educational mindset and try to be like, listen, you may not like that, but here's why that's a problematic way of thinking. So as long as you approach it with love and with more reason, then it's a lot easier to get someone to change their mind as opposed to being like, well, you don't like this, well, I hate you.
And I mean, to touch on what Vivian said, in the community, it's very tough. And if you guys outside of the community see it, remember, there's always a motto: if you see something, say something, like she said. Please keep that up. What's your question? How are you so fabulous, and what are your pronouns?
I guess we'll start. So the answer to the how is Amazon Prime E6000 and a lot of sleepless nights. So my pronouns in drag are he, him, or they, them anytime. But out of drag, I'm a they, she, actually. So I like the duality.
So my pronouns inside and outside of drag is he, him. This is actually my, I could say my second year transforming. So yeah. I don't know, just a lot of blazers because I love blazer jackets.
He does proms too. Which is, so I have to say, I'm so fabulous because I just am. Like, I was 5 years old in like preschool and whatnot, and I would be painting pictures of flowers from my mom wearing a string of pearls, just living my life in fantasy. The funny part was, everyone knew I was gay but me till I was 17. And I was like, thanks for the memo. And my mother's like, well, for your sweet 16th birthday, I did get you a tiara. That should have been a clue. I was also very dense as a child. And I'm still dense today. Anyway, this is somewhat, no one's ever asked me my pronouns before, and I always just say, they're whatever. But this is me, like, for the first time saying it in public. My pronouns are they, them all the time. I'm not one thing or another. I'm just Vivian. It's fine. Most of my friends call me Vivian, even if I'm bald-headed and in some shorts and a t-shirt. So, you know what? I guess that's what it is. So that's my story.
Nice me, the last one. So, I'm fabulous because all the designers, local designers that we have here in Rochester, they're very nice. Wigs, makeup, everything you got here. So if you find some real friends that will help you with this, girl, you are in the right direction, okay? Thank you, Amy. And, what you said? Thank you. Thank you. And my pronouns are she one drag, he one another drag. So I like that the advantage that he say, you know, I like to do that too.
I'm gonna let Max add something after this, but my pronouns in and out of drag are he, him. I'm also not opposed to they if somebody calls it whatever, you know, just don't call me she. And I'm fabulous because I take a lot of hormones to look this way. But yeah, like Max said, a lot of sleepless nights, me 6,000. I think I was up for a week straight stoning my stuff for you guys, so. What did you want to add, Max?
I completely forgot the main thing that makes us all as fabulous as we are as a unit is this incredible, beautiful community. This supportive, amazing audience. And the Rochester community, the general queer community, like, without them, we wouldn't have a stage. Like, we'd just be a bunch of weirdos dancing and lip syncing in our bedrooms at 2 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, them.
Yeah. One last question, yeah. All right. I saw your hand up for a while. For me?
Like all your shows, 21 and up. Why are all your shows 21 and up?
That's a great question. And the simple answer, I don't know. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. Can I take one more quick one? All right, you right here.
Where did you guys learn that?
Where did we learn drag? YouTube tutorials. Honestly.
And I learned from him.
And I learned from Vivian. Vivian took me aside one day when I was learning how to do drag and was like, oh no, come here. And she sat me down and painted my face, and here we are.
Yeah, so definitely my drag family, I definitely learned. So definitely my brothers learned little by little, excuse me. And also, I definitely learned it from my partner too, when she's in the bag, so shout out to her. She's been up every single day, like every time she's been supportive with me, like helping me make sure I get my makeup on point and my outfits and stuff like that. So that's how I look like this.
It cost me $160,000 to look this good. I wish I was kidding. My mother wishes I was kidding. I learned how to do drag my freshman year of college through a stage makeup course, and I had no idea I was going to do this 12 years later, but here we are. But yeah, I learned it cost $160,000. My mother has never been prouder.
Hi guys. So in my case, I learned to do drag 12 years ago. I come from a big family of 3 gay boys, so we're all gay in my family. We all do drag. So one day they brought me to this club and they told me, hey, you are straight, so just watch. Okay, I'm straight, I'm going to watch. Next week after that was doing drag already, and my brother is back there. He's my brother, he's the one that inspired me to do drag. Besides that, I also learned from different makeup artists. We have Eva Flo in the back too. She teach me a lot during the last 2 years here in Rochester. So we learn how we go, and we learn from other people as well. I have a cute guy there that I wanted to ask a question.
When did you start drawing?
When did I start doing drag? I started in 2011. I'm a little bit old. Don't say that. Don't say that.
You don't look at older. You don't look at old. You don't.
All right, guys, thank you. If you have more questions, we are going to be hanging around. You're welcome to come up and ask us and take pictures and whatever you want. Thank you guys for coming out. Let's thank all of our organizers, too.
Alright, so before we end, we just have one student speaker and a raffle, but before that we want to give a huge thank you to our performers. Pittsford Florist has graciously donated thank you flowers. All right, and you all will be here afterwards if they want to take pictures and stuff?
I know it came from you.
All right, wonderful.
Okay, so I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody who has been here the whole entire time, for everybody who has stayed.